Some football stories are about talent. Some are about trophies. But this one is about refusing to surrender. This is the story of a boy who was called a genius, then a failure, and then became one of the best players on the planet. This is the story of Ousmane Dembélé. It all began in a small town in France. A skinny kid with unbelievable speed and magical feet. By the time he joined, starred Rennes FC, everyone knew he was different. Defenders couldn't stop him. Coaches couldn't explain him. He dribbled like the ball was attached to his feet. At just 18 years old, France had found its next superstar. The football world was watching. And then, everything exploded. He moved to Borussia Dortmund. New country, new language, bigger pressure. But Dembele didn't care. He destroyed defenders in the Bundesliga. Goals, assists, magic every single week. The world couldn't believe what they were seeing. One season, just one season, and every giant club wanted him. Then came the call, the biggest opportunity of his life. In 2017, FC Barcelona paid 105 million euros. 105 million. For a 20-year-old, he was supposed to be the future. The man chosen to help replace Neymar. The expectations were impossible. Fans expected magic. The media expected greatness. The world expected a superstar. But football can be cruel. Very cruel. Just weeks after arriving in Barcelona, disaster struck. A serious injury. Then another. And another. Every time he came back, another setback arrived. Muscle tears. Hamstring problems. Months on the sidelines. The player who once terrified defenders was now watching games from the stands. People started laughing. They called him a waste of money, a flop, a failure. The headlines were brutal. Finished. Overrated. Barcelona's biggest mistake. Every missed game, every injury, every mistake made the criticism louder. The world had forgotten one thing. He was still fighting. Imagine being one of the most talented players in the world and not being able to play. Imagine hearing millions of people say you are finished before your career has even started. Many players would have quit. Many players would have disappeared. But not Dembele, because champions don't always win immediately. Sometimes, they suffer first. Slowly, he started to return. A few minutes here, a few good games there. The smile came back. The confidence returned. The magic never left. But destiny had one more chapter waiting. In 2023, he left Barcelona. A new beginning, a new challenge. He joined Paris Saint-Germain FC. Some people doubted him again. Some said he would never become the player everyone expected. But this time, Dembele was ready. No fear, no excuses, just football. Week after week, he became unstoppable. The speed, the dribbling, the creativity, everything that once made him a wonderkid was back. Only now, he had something even more dangerous. Experience, pain, resilience. The boy who was called a flop became one of the most feared attackers in world football. The player who spent years injured was suddenly carrying one of Europe's biggest clubs. And then came the ultimate reward. The call from France national football team. The World Cup. The biggest stage in football. Millions watching. An entire nation believing. Because this wasn't just another player. This was a survivor. A man who had every reason to give up, but never did. Football isn't always about the most talented player. Sometimes, it's about the player who refuses to stay down. The player who gets injured and comes back. The player who gets mocked and keeps working. The player who hears the criticism and answers with football. That player is Ousmane Dembélé, and his story reminds us of something powerful. You can lose years. You can lose confidence. You can lose everything. But if you refuse to give up, you can still become everything you were meant to be. Because legends aren't defined by how many times they fall. They are defined by how many times they rise again.